Thank you so much for being here with us. Congratulations on your Grammy nomination.
Yes.
Why don't you just tell everybody a little bit about yourself, more recently, how you've arrived at this point?
Yeah.
Miss Lisa Sunset Holt.
Yes. So I have been a musician my whole life. And I've been in the public education system since I got out of college. I've been teaching at Cedar Park High School for most of my career. Also recently, in 2021, joined the SoCo Women's Course as the artistic director. And I have just poured my entire heart and soul into teaching music to anyone that wants to learn. And I think that I've had parents that have recognized me and nominated me for this award. And then through the whole screening process, through the Recording Academy, which is very extensive, I finally made it to this point, and I am incredibly excited to be recognized for that hard work. It's been very humbling for me.
Incredibly well deserved, and you actually went in the perfect direction. Does that look like putting your whole educational life together, and do you say like, hey, like, am I eligible for this?
Sort of. It started with a parent.
Okay.
I had a parent that wrote to them to nominate me.
Yeah.
Who I've taught her children, both of her children, and she's been a really important booster parent and very supportive of us. And she's obviously was very satisfied with what we do at Cedar Park High School. And once I was nominated, then the Grammy Academy reached out and they had us, almost felt like a test that they had us take, just to sort of ask what we do in our classroom every day, essay questions, demographic questions about the school. They asked music literacy, like how often do you sight read? We sight read every day.
Awesome.
And then that got us to the next round. That was to be a semifinalist. And then there was a ton of video interviews and a portfolio to put together and some teaching videos that we had to execute. So I had my students sight read UIL style
like
for
you
that
filmed
video.
them, like you
filmed
staged.
them,
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
And then also some videos from me about what I wanted to tell other educators in the United States about what works in my classroom, along with a resume and all the different, like, what do you do in your program? And there's just so many facets to both Cedar Park High School and the SoCo Women's Course that we do. And I presented that to them. That got me to be a quarterfinalist and then now a finalist.
Wow.
And it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's such a cool, valuable thing that also you get to share, some insight, and that's just a cool thing for everybody to see, and get to maybe learn something or peer into a classroom across the nation. Or
Right. It's like,
that.
what are you doing in Illinois? What are you doing in
Yeah.
California? And you get to kind of like open a window up to everyone. And those videos become available soon for you to sort of see, like, what does a classroom look like here? What is this
Yeah.
teacher doing in this program? What are their tricks of the trade?
Yeah.
It does in music, we don't keep a secret playbook. I want every student to be successful no matter where they are.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm not going to keep any secrets about what I do in my room that makes us sound good. I want everyone to know. I've said this before, that anyone that's at the Grammys for the normal awards had someone like us. So they had someone like us along the way to encourage them or inspire them. And so it's nice that they go out and look for who those people are.
Thank you for everything you do. And now I'm going to ask you a hard question.
Oh.
What's your favorite thing about being an educator?
My favorite thing about being an educator is obviously it's student first, but it's to see the growth of a child turn into an adult, especially in the high school level. They come in, they're a little immature, they're a little naive, their voice just changed, they're making all sorts of squawks and sounds, and to be able to teach musicianship and to teach them the standard of excellence in the classroom and how anyone can learn and everyone can improve, and inspiring them through music to just be a better human. We teach a lot of music history in my room, and why was this piece written, and what does it mean, and what is the emotion behind it, and how does that help us be a better human, and the arts and the artistic side of things. And I think that really inspires my kids. And I've always said, if you start at the top, the bottom comes along. Right? Like if you start with these ideas of phrase and musicality, they're going to get the intervals. They're going to understand how to sight read better. But you're getting past the monotony of those skills that sometimes kids, get
Right.
discouraged from sometimes in a music class. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
we have to sing do to fa again. Those sort of things that, it was like, well, let's talk about the reason why that's an artistic choice here. And then all of a sudden they're learning those basic skills without even realizing it.
Oh, I love it. You've just got the heart and mind of an educator.
Yeah.
Tell us where you were when you found out. Or was it like, was there a moment?
I was actually, this is kind of a big thing for me. I was on the way to ACL. We had been invited to sing with LP Joby. My SoCo Women's Chorus was invited to sing backup for LP Joby at ACL, which was a huge deal. And I was literally in the car on the way to the festival when I found out. And my husband was driving, fortunately, because I would have wrecked the car. I was so excited. And so it was like a huge moment for me, to a pinnacle of all the hard work and this like great performance. And then ACL was incredible. It was a mountaintop experience. Yeah.
Yeah. What a very like a beautiful Austin.
So
like
Austin.
Everything kind of like put together on my way to ACL.
I was on I-35.
Yeah, stuck in traffic on I-35. Halfway through the traffic, you weren't a Grammy-nominated music educator, and then at the end of the trip, you were a Grammy-nominated music educator, one of 10 in the United States. So again, congrats, and that's so exciting, and just so obviously well deserved. Tell us a little bit about SoCo Women's Chorus, what you've been up to with them, and what maybe some of your goals are with the choir.
Absolutely. So the SoCo Women's Chorus, we're an audition-based community chorus. So it's not professional singers, but we do have professional singers in there. So it's a gamut of different backgrounds of music education, alongside different types of women in Austin. We have a strong LGBTQ plus representation. That's a big part of our bylaws. But we also have, mothers and homemakers and bakers and engineers. We have a lot of lawyers that make up this chorus. It's such a wonderful community of women. And we go through our season and we put together, different concerts. We just did Fire and Ice. And upcoming this next season, we're doing a concert on space, like outer space. And some really incredible pieces that we're going to showcase next spring. And through that music, we develop friendships and relationships that would never occur outside of that world. We would never run into each other. And it's, people that are longing for community. That's just part of who we are. We want to get together. We want to sing. And these women just love each other so much. And even if you're new and you've never, sung in a formal choir before, if you've got some experience, come audition for us. It's such a great place to be. We're a wonderful community, and we perform some beautiful music. And I hold your hand the whole way. I promise I will teach it to you.
Again, she's a Grammy-nominated music educator.
So if you come to our concert, we had a woman recently who joined. She goes, "I just never thought I would be able to sing with you, and here I am."
Yeah,
and it was just like, that was just a wonderful thing to hear from them.
How has choir shaped your life then, in the sense of community? Have you always been in music communities? Do you feel like you'd be a totally different person without choir?
I can't even tell you. I grew up in a family of Southern gospel musicians.
Gotcha, yeah.
My great-grandfather wrote a hymnal.
Gotcha, yeah.
So it's just been, every when I was 4 years old, you would open up a hymnal, call out a number, and everybody would just sight read. So I've just always been in the music. My aunt would just make up an accompaniment. She did chording on organ and piano for the church. So it's just always been around me my whole life. When I was 4, I looked at the music minister and I said, I want to be you when I grow up. And I really am at this time. Yeah. So it's just been such an important part of my life. And I was a good academic, and I thought about going into science. And it was a big choice for me when I was younger in high school, like, what career path am I going to choose? And I am so glad that I chose music, because, the fame and fortune, not there, but but
there's some fame there.
A little bit now, but it's all about the journey, and every day is a pleasure. And to work with those kids and to make music every day, like, there's nothing better that I could think of for my career.
Well, that's all fantastic. You're amazing. Congratulations on your Grammy nominations, and a huge thank you to all of the work you do. I know that you've changed hundreds of lives, just because you seem amazing, and I know that music educators are amazing. So thanks for speaking with me.
Thank you.
This is Classical Austin.